This holiday season, a time of reunions and celebrations with family and friends. This is also a time when we tend to overindulge in food and drinks. So how can one enjoy the holiday season without destroying one's diet or spiking one's blood sugar and blood pressure? This is Dr. Rebecca Alba, endocrinologist at the Chinese General Hospital and Medical Center, Center for Diabetes, Obesity, Thyroid, and Endocrine Diseases, and head of the Health and Wellness Center. What are some simple tricks to help you navigate that buffet table overflowing with not so healthy foods? So, number one, we need to have an advanced planning. So planning means we can survey around the buffet table and see what are the foods available, so you can choose which foods are good for the heart and will not spike up your sugar. You choose the healthier foods and make a plan ahead of time. Number two is to load up on the nutrient-dense foods, those foods high in fiber, and these are the vegetables. Number three, we want to concentrate on the lean proteins. We know that sometimes when we go to the buffet, we want to get the best out of our meal. So I think the best is to go for the lean protein. For example, the grilled fish, steaks. Those are foods that you want to load up on. Number four is keep hydrated. And also, when you drink a lot of water before you go to your buffet, you will not tend to overeat. We need to avoid the high sugar foods. Also, the sauce, the gravies, these are foods that are high in starch, simple starches, and sugars. So we tend not to load on these foods. Just take a minimal amount of these foods, which are called the high glycemic index foods. And also, how do we navigate the dessert table? The best is really to avoid all the foods that are high in sugars and creams, and these are some of the cakes, the delicacies. Just emphasize on the fresh fruits. So that would be best in order to prevent an increase in our blood sugars and also prevent hypertension and high cholesterol when you try to avoid the fatty foods and the high sugar foods. If you have hypertension and diabetes, can you still exercise? Definitely yes. But before we embark on an exercise program, always consult with your physician first. So what type of exercises are best to lower blood sugar and at the same time good for the heart? So with a thorough discussion with your physician, they can guide you as to what type of exercises you can embark on. So some of the exercises that you can go for, number one is aerobic exercise, such as running, jogging, brisk walking, swimming, or cycling. So these are some forms of exercise which will burn off the calories, but then you have to clear up with your attending physician first, get a cardiorespiratory evaluation before you embark on these exercises. Another form of exercise is resistance exercises. These are exercises which will strengthen your core muscles. So it can entail the use of resistance bands. You can use your own weight like push-ups, wall push-ups, squats. These are some of the exercises that can improve on the core muscles. And those people who are above 50, we tend to advise these resistance exercises or muscle strengthening exercises. Next, you also have the high interval intensity training, what you hear about the HIIT. So this includes cyclic, fast-paced exercises with intervals of rest or slower paces of exercise. So this can improve your blood glucose by improving glucose uptake in your muscles. It can improve your insulin sensitivity. Remember, the best medicine is prevention. So early detection through availing of these metabolic health packages, health screening is important. So we intervene early and treat early to prevent complications.